Thanks for joining me once again. This is your host, Ellen Nicholas Rathbone, sensuality consultant and enthusiast for the human potential for pleasure. Tonight's topic is becoming the greatest physical lover, control, and variety. So what is it about making love that makes it so different than everything else? Well, it includes all of the senses. And some of the senses are easily tempted because we just are used to having a see and grab kind of reaction. You see a piece of fruit, you want it, you just grab it and eat it. You see a nice meal, you just shovel it into your face. The better it tastes, the more you want. But when it comes to making love, it is the same kind of appetite that is being satisfied: smell, taste, touch, sight. Everything about it is sensual. But the way that you're going to enjoy it the most is if you're taking your time. So the first thing that we need to know is that if you're a guy and you've learned how to have an orgasm through pornography and self-pleasuring or masturbation, that you need to learn how to have some control. If you're masturbating and within 5 minutes of that original stimulation, you're having your orgasm, you've got a bad habit. So if you want to have a partner that's going to appreciate you as a lover, they don't want to hear a bunch of apologies about, oh, baby, you're so exciting, I can't help myself. Bottom line, it's a bad habit. And if you want to be the best lover possible, you've got to learn control. Now, how do you learn control? I talked about it on one of my other shows. It's called the squeeze technique. The squeeze technique takes about 2 weeks to get it done. You masturbate on a daily basis for about 5 to 10 minutes a day. And the kicker is you don't allow yourself to have an orgasm. You get that close every single day, every single day. And while you're focusing on what you're feeling, you're also learning how to have control. Please do not include pornography to get yourself excited, because pornography is taking your focus outward. And what this is supposed to do is bring your focus inward. You're supposed to be feeling everything that you're experiencing. And so you'll only feel it if you're focused on it, not outward, but close your eyes and feel what's going on inward. Now, the first 2 weeks are with a dry hand of masturbation. And just when you get to the point where it's getting too intense, squeeze the head and bring yourself back down. Do that for 10 minutes. The next 2 weeks, do with a lubricated hand, which will much more seem like the real deal, because it's lubricated and you have a whole lot less discomfort, we'll say. We'll have a lot less friction, and so it'll just be easier to have the orgasm. So the first 2 weeks without, and the second 2 weeks with lubricant. Practice this to learn control, because control is essential. And then let me just jump back real quick. If you're looking at pornography as a means of learning what it takes to be a good lover, you are misinformed. Pornography is not about teaching you anything. They're about stimulating the average male mind, because you see lots of tits and ass and you get excited from the visual. So now here you're seeing the visual, the tits and ass, they're making you happy, and in no time at all, you're having an orgasm. Well, that's not the way it really goes. And if that's the kind of attitude that you're going to have with a real partner, you are going to either be dumped or cheated on, depending on how much money you make, okay? So don't learn how to have sex by watching pornography. They have done a great disservice to the sexual act. There are a couple of videos out there by Candida Royale, who actually focuses on technique and on foreplay. But I would have to say 95% of what is out there is produced by guys, and guys are only looking for that quick F-U-C-K. So if you want to be a great lover, it's not about you getting yours off in 5 minutes. It's about knowing how to control that penis of yours so that you can have your orgasm when you want it, not when your penis says it's time. It's really important. Now, one of the great things of learning some of this control is with masturbation. And if you have a partner, that's where mutual masturbation can be particularly nice. So what is mutual masturbation? It's touching each other's genitals in a stimulating, caring way. Now, why are you doing that when you can do it for yourselves and then get together? Because you're learning about the other. So there's no intercourse going on with mutual masturbation. And if you think about it, it can be from top to bottom. You can massage a person's head. You can massage a person's chest. You can massage a person's feet. And believe it or not, each one of those areas can be considered an erogenous zone. So an orgasm can be had from all of them. Don't limit masturbation, mutual masturbation especially, to just genitals. How boring is that? The human body has erogenous zones from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. The more comfortable that you get with your body and in taking time to pleasure it, the better off you will be. And it will serve you with better quality orgasms and better relationships in the years to come. If you think it's okay to just kind of get one off and you can get it hard again in no time at all and it's fine, nobody wants a half-hard dick. I must have said that a million times. I'm telling you again. And maybe when you're 19, 20, 21, it gets hard again real fast. That's not going to be the case when you're 35, 41, 51. And hopefully you're still going to have relationships at that time. So you want to have the control to be the very, very best lover that you can. And that takes self-masturbation, 2 weeks of the squeeze technique. I have a whole video on that. And then 2 weeks of the squeeze technique with lubricant. Of course, you can do the squeeze technique with a partner, but again, it might be a little bit more difficult because there's a person there and maybe they want to get together with you afterwards. This is about control. This is about reteaching yourself the pleasures that can happen in your arousal, where the cutoff is, where you have to stop, where you have to bring yourself back without doing anything ridiculous like thinking negative thoughts or about horrible ideas. That's ridiculous. Lovemaking is the greatest pleasure in the world. And while you're having the best sex in your life, you want to be enjoying your thoughts. You want to be enjoying your body and the touches that you can create. If you found value with this video, please like and subscribe to my station. I love talking about sex. Next week, we're going to talk about health and nutrition and how that affects your sex life. This is your host, Ellen Nicholas Rathbone from Your Pleasure. Please come visit my website. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of information. If you have questions, post them at ypi69@hotmail.com. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you found value in this. Make sure you're doing your Kegels. That will also help in control for the guys and in tightness for the girls. And keep practicing. Namaste, everybody. Love you all.